All right, guys. Hey, we're going to go ahead and start this recording. I want to thank you guys for being on today. We're recording this call, and this is the first call since we rescheduled. So I want to thank everybody for hanging in with me. We literally, I tried my best to call everybody and literally thought I was calling everybody. And for some odd reason, everybody wasn't on the list. So for those that I missed, I do apologize, but we're going to start doing a lot of these types of calls so we can give you guys updates. If you have any concerns, you can definitely let me know. But I want to thank you. I was really feeling, I won't say bad, but I was kind of feeling a little uneasy, I would say, to reschedule. We were in a situation to where I've broke a Guinness Book of World Records before. And so we were in a situation, and I thought I kind of knew the process, but this process is a little bit different. And the thing that's really getting us is the route, or that was getting us at the time as the delay, is that each location has to be 31 miles away from each other. Each city has to have a certain population, and then there's a ratio of cities that needs to have a certain population as we look at the whole thing. And then each location had to go through as well. So it was a much more tedious than I expected. And as we were going through those final details, I really had a chance to market it 100% the way I wanted to, or the way that I was seeing that I was thinking we should. So we went ahead and pushed it back. I called a lot of the speakers, and as I called a lot of the speakers, most of you guys were like, oh my God, thank God, right? And that just kind of made me feel better about the whole thing. What I found out, and hindsight is 2020, is that during the holidays, and I guess we're starting a new decade, so everybody's having a brand new mindset, and everybody's like, hey, I'm trying to start this year off with the bang, is that a lot of people are catching up from the holidays and trying to build momentum in their business. So literally putting it to March 21st was advantageous for everybody. So most of the people, literally I kept like 99% of you guys. It was two people that they literally were going to be out of town, and that was the only reason. So I think we're really onto something. I had more people join since then. After now that we have a different date, they felt like they had a chance to jump in. And now somebody brought this to my attention yesterday on a live stream. March 21st literally is 3, 2, 1. Boom, right? Like that's the countdown of what we're going to do. 3, 2, 1. So 321. So again, I want to thank you guys for hanging in there, seeing the big vision, and seeing what we're about to do. Again, this thing is only getting bigger. So literally talk to, for those that are here in Houston, talk to the people over at Isaiah Factor, and we're about to do another show to go ahead and promote it. And as I promote it on these big platforms and bigger platforms, when I post those types of things, use those videos to say, I'm a part of that. My whole vision for this thing is that if everybody does a little, we can do a lot. And I'm looking at people that are professionals in their field. I'm looking at people that are CEOs, visionaries, everybody that's participating in this whole thing. Oh, I see kids saying it worked better for him as well. The date, put that 321 marketing to use hashtag on social media. I absolutely would do that, Ken. I just saw the chat. But as I'm saying, as we do a little of what you do and just what you focus on, together the magnitude of what we can do could be humongous, right? Like Jurassic is what I'm trying to do. So as we get, as our goal is to get 100 speakers, or maybe even more than 100 speakers. 100 speakers was just a goal that we could feature so many people. It's a lot of reasons I'm looking at 100 speakers, because one, 100 is just a nice round number. But two, the content that we'll create collectively and the power that we would have and the viralness that we will create organically is going to be amazing. And I'll explain that later. But this thing has really only gotten bigger. So I want to talk to you guys about tickets. There's a couple of different ways. I know people are thinking selling tickets, but there's a couple of different ways that you can sell tickets and literally be the hero. One, you can literally use what we're doing to say that you're a featured speaker at this event, Record Breakers. We're giving people the mindset to break their own personal record, inching their way to greatness. What we're doing has never been done before. I'm calling it Record Breakers because it's catchy. Actually, somebody came up with that, and she's absolutely a genius. Her name, you guys have talked to her. Her name is Adrienne Bell, right? But she came up with Record Breakers. Absolutely love it. And when you talk about breaking your own personal best record, you really create a new mindset and expand your comfort zone. So what we're doing has never been done. So we're literally setting the record, but record setters doesn't sound as catchy as Record Breakers. So Record Breakers is something that we're doing. So it's literally that we're giving kind of back to the community, really sowing the seed of positivity, inspiration, motivation. That's kind of where I'm looking at it. And I'm looking at all the positive people that are experts in their field to share from their focal lens. Because when you talk to an expert about what it is they do, they solve problems and solutions from their lens. And a lot of times that opens your eyes wide open. So as we talk about selling tickets, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. One, when you put it out there, you show some of the videos that we're doing to say, I'm really a featured speaker, a part of this. Come on out here and support me. They're giving $10,000 away. It's going to be a room full of like-minded individuals. This is what we're doing. Or two, you can literally buy the tickets yourself and give them away as a sponsor, right? If you give them away as a sponsor, you're literally giving each one of your clients or prospects an opportunity to win $10,000. You're giving your clients and prospects an opportunity to see you on a big stage with hundreds of people, with video cameras, and all the energy of what we're doing. And three, the last thing is that if you wanted to give them away, you literally can use press, right? So if you got on a radio show, a podcast, have people call in, create some of that energy because you are a featured speaker at this event, right? So it's not all about me, it's all about us. So as a speaker, I just want to make sure that you know what you get. We are giving you a certification of participation. You're going to be able to say you helped set the record for something that's absolutely awesome, amazing, and nobody's ever done it. We're videoing it, right? That video, and I own a marketing company, a video production company. That video, when you look at sizzle reels, when you look at who does what you do in your industry, if you are on stage or in front of hundreds of people, that video is very valuable, especially from a sizzle reel. And then the last thing is the stream. Now, wait, not the last thing. Let me go to the stream in a minute. You also get an opportunity to win $10,000. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do because it's going to be a state of frenzy of everybody doing it, and that's going to help us go viral. But part of winning the $10,000, and I just did a stream last night, so anybody who wants to go to Up Social Live, you can see it. But part of winning the $10,000 is that everybody in the room has to pass out the live stream that we're doing of all of us, right? So when we look at it from a standpoint of yesterday, if you count the people that I interviewed yesterday, it's about 8 people. It was literally about 10 people there. I started the stream 24 hours from like right now. If you go to Up Social Live on Facebook, you'll see we have almost 1,000 views. Nobody was competing for $10,000. It wasn't a room of hundreds of people. From a marketing standpoint, this is what I'm showing you. If each person only sells 25 tickets, we're looking at 250 to 350 people in the room, depending on how many speakers we have. To have that many speakers and stream that live and everybody goes on a frenzy trying to win $10,000, you need to post it on as many pages as possible. As far as the stream, it's exactly what it needs to be. It says, Ken says, do the speakers need to go live with that stream during the event as well, or just the audience members? And then speakers just need to share the link with their audiences. That's a great question, Ken. I'm going to provide the stream. That stream, everybody's going to be able to go to one place and put that stream out there. And that's the stream that so it's going to be the big boy, big production, high quality video stream that everybody's putting out there as a part of getting that $10,000. So I hope that answers your question. So you'll be able to go to our page, grab that link. Yep. And then go ahead and put that out there. So when you look at that with the chance to win 10,000, everything that we're giving the speakers is absolutely amazing. The $10,000 is to make sure we have people in the room. That's why I'm not giving all the information. I want, because people will buy a ticket for $27 and just say, I'm supporting Cody, right? I'm just going to support Cody. I'm just going to buy this ticket. And then they never show up, right? But when you give a ticket away, if you're buying it yourself, if you give a ticket away to a prospect, a client, somebody that you're introducing to, somebody that heard you on a podcast or the radio or on TV, whatever the case may be, if you say your opportunity to win $10,000 is at the event and everybody starts at zero, there's nobody, everybody has an equal opportunity. Nobody's judging to say, I like this person better than that person. Everybody had sponsors, vendors, speakers, attendees, and volunteers, because you paid your ticket with sweat equity. So everybody that's participating in the room has an opportunity to win $10,000. And that's going to be the viralness of what we're doing. So I wanted you guys to see exactly what we're doing. So I want you to realize that we all have an opportunity to promote the event. So I want to do a live stream with each one of you. And a lot of the live streams is probably going to be here. I'm not going to be able to go and see everybody. I was doing that at first to kind of build momentum. Then I got inundated with everything from the locations being approval process, right? But we're going to be able to do this. Some of you guys need to go live on your own. This is a great opportunity to build your own audience. Tag me, tag us, do whatever you need to do. It's Record Breakers 2020. Ken just came up with a great one, put the 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the countdown. We're going to do that. And it's next up. Next up, or 10K giveaway, and next up. Next up is my speaker platform. What I'm doing is getting 100 speakers throughout the city of Houston, and we're creating a platform that's kind of like TED Talk. But what I want to do is be able to fill up the room with other speakers. Video that is value in that. So when people are doing a book launch and you say, this is what we have, we could do a 10-minute speech, and every quarter or twice a year or however we do it, I literally have something that I'm going to roll out right after getting it. So I'm not going to give that away, but you guys are literally launching that next up. So you have access to that link in that video. And I don't know if you guys seen the videos that I put out. I own a professional video production company. So as I stream it, I'm going to be doing replays of this as well. If you spell my name Nolen, for those that don't know, some spell it A-N. But, and excuse me, I'm getting over getting sick, from getting sick, so I'm starting to lose my voice. I've been doctoring up, so everything will be good. But as we look at this whole situation of having the content, focusing on you and featuring on you, that video, those videos are going to replay, and I'm going to continuously stream those live. So when you look at a standpoint of, if you're promoting it right now, if you're live streaming, if you're talking about what you're going to put out there, you're using your flyer and you're doing all of these things, for those that missed it, they'll get an opportunity to see it later, but it all goes together. Let me tell you what we're going to talk about. It's going to be amazing. And then if they miss the event, when I restream all of these speeches and put all of this information out there and this content, and I'm tagging you and I'm saying, man, Christina is the best event planner, or Adrian Bell is the best strategist, and then they see your 10-minute speech, you're like, I told you. So the next time, even you, without me, even you, when you put together your next event, people are going to say, I don't want to miss it. So it's building value for you guys and for us as a Record Breakers team all together. So that's kind of what I wanted to kind of share with you guys. We're finishing up this whole approval process. When I couldn't get it approved by the 18th, we had eight locations stay. 2 of them couldn't do the 21st. I've already submitted the 2 new locations. Kingwood is on that list as well. Kingwood wasn't on that list at first. So we're still going through that last minute approval process. I want to get to the point to where we're doing nothing but marketing this thing. And that's from me, from my standpoint, because I have other videos that I want to put out as well. I have live streams that I want to set up with you guys. But you all can literally be putting this out a little bit once a week, once every other week, because we now have 60 days to really grab hold of this and show this city something that it's never seen before, to be the people to do that. Now, when we do this, the impact on social media for you to be a part of that and the direct link of that is going to be awesome and amazing. But that impact, I think we can rinse and repeat and do in other places. So I have some other ideas to do some of those things as well. So that's kind of what I have. I think everybody you can unmute yourselves if you like. And then just kind of go from there. And if you have any questions, just let me know, because we got a couple of minutes left.
Okay, so this is me, Christina. Okay. So with the promoting, I know you had said something about every other week. I think every week would suffice.
I do too.
Because if we do it every other week, 60 days is going to be really, really fast. So if you do that, what I know I'm not a marketer, but what I have heard from people who do marketing, that people have to see something 9 times in order for it to register within their psychological processes. Right. So if they see it 9 times and it goes into their psyche. So if we can, as speakers, if we can go ahead and put it out once a week, that would be good. And then too, like I said, I had spoke to you earlier today that I would probably do a live video. Now, I'm not going to do a live video every week, but I will be posting not just on my news, on my feed, but I also be posting in different groups that I'm affiliated with.
Yes.
With business groups, which is what I was doing before, so that other people can see it too, other entrepreneurs and other networking groups that we're part of. That would be also a good idea. So share, once you put it on there with the hashtags and the new date, and share it in the groups as well. That's just my suggestion.
I absolutely agree. I usually ask for the least amount so we can make something big happen. If we could do it every week, that would be great. The other thing that I would add on to it is you don't have to make it all about you. Adrian said it's actually 21 times instead of 9 times. You don't have to make it all about you, meaning that we have a lot of awesome people. Give somebody else some compliments. Say, hey, I see, Ken Underhill, he's going to talk about funnels, and I can't wait to hear what Ken has to say. I've seen some of Ken's background. I've seen Ken speak before, whatever the case may be, or I need a funnel system for my own thing. I'm so glad to be a part of some of the best people right here in Houston and to launch this thing. So there's a multitude of ways. There's no one way to do it. I just want everybody to do it, their way or wherever they feel comfortable with, and we just kind of go from there. My thing is that I want to make this the biggest thing ever. The idea is big enough. Is literally breaking the Guinness Book of World Records, giving $10,000 away, the most motivational speeches done in one day from all the influencers right here, excuse me, in Houston. To do that, the magnitude of what we're going to do from a viral standpoint in social media, the video content that we're going to be able to create, all of that leaves a legacy within itself, that we literally have captured that moment from a live situation and even from an edited situation to be able to relive that over and over. So I would love, but I know people are busy. If you could take a couple of minutes, a couple of times a week and say, hey, don't forget Record Breakers 2020, put some hashtags out there, do a live stream, put some posts, come up with memes, whatever it is that you do, man, and tag some of the other people that's on there. So absolutely. I appreciate that, Christina. Anybody else? All right. Well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. I literally appreciate you guys. I'm going to send this over to my IT guy so we can have this out for the rest of everybody first thing in the morning. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off.